So we're underway then, the second half of the contest, and many had said that it would be the second half of the contest that would be the most dangerous for David Haye. Is there still a vulnerability in terms of stamina as well as in the chin? In the same mode, David Haye, at the start of this round, as he has been at the start of all the previous 6 completed rounds, towards the ropes, almost scraping the ropes as he makes his way around. A slapping right hand from Valuev connects only with the left glove of Haye. Good defensive work from his feet, from his waist, moving his head and holding the gloves up high from David Haye. And this is the something different that his trainer and Haye himself were talking about in the build-up. And he's got to keep this measured concentration now throughout the remaining 6 rounds. And he started promisingly and confidently again. And he lands a left hook to Valuev on the way through. Tries to follow up right hand. But Haye again swivels around and finds himself on the attack. He took a fairly heavy shot, one of the heaviest shots he's taken so far, did Haye, and just swung around back towards the centre of the ring to show his man that he's not hurt, that chin isn't as vulnerable as everybody's saying. And now he shakes that left hand as Haye, motioning almost to come inside the jab and throw that big left hook that's been such a success story so far for him this evening. We're into the early stages of round number 7. Valuev goes forward with 2 jabs towards the body now, and he looks at times absolutely flustered, does Valuev. Doesn't really know how to cope with the elusive nature of David Haye, who throws a big right hand again onto the side of the chin of Valuev. As Valuev threw a jab, Haye got there quicker with the right hand. Speed the key on that particular exchange, and we've got just over a minute to go in round 7. Haye moves away towards his right into the path of a left hook, but luckily he just deflected that with a right hand glove as his guard. It did land around the side of the face of Haye, but didn't land with any real power. Left hook from Haye did get through though, and he's just caught with a clip of a right hand as he moved away out of distance again. Closing 45 seconds of round 7. They're both towards the centre of the ring. Haye just for a moment looked as though he would switch to the southpaw stance. He's now back to orthodox and moving away, making Valuev miss. Throwing the minimum number of punches to win each round is David Haye. Doesn't want to stay in range for a moment longer than he needs to. He's throwing 2s and 3s occasionally, but mainly single jabs to the body and to the head. Valuev catches Haye on the glove again as Haye moves around towards his left into the journey of a right hand. And the crowd are trying to get behind Valuev now as Haye once again, neutral corner, far side of the ring, is prepared to stay and content to stay on the back foot. Makes Valuev miss, comes back with a right hand, swings with a second right hand as Haye, and smiles as he misses, and now walks his way back into range. Bell sounds at the end of round 7. Steve Bunce.
That was a great combination from Haye there, and there is no way that Valuev wasn't hurt with that. However, Mike, in my opinion, that came a little bit late in the round, because I fancied that Valuev had a fantastic round up until then. By comparison to the rest of the rounds, it's the first time in the fight he's caught Haye. He caught him twice.
Let's head over to the corner and hear the words of Adam Booth, his trainer.
Listen to me. All of a sudden, you physically fast at the end of the round, and he had no success. But for most of the round, when he's trying to punch, you've gone down to his speed. Do you understand? Yeah. And when you want to punch, think first to see if he wants to throw. If he doesn't, spring in and spring it. Okay? Don't you dare.
Terrific piece of advice there from Adam Booth in the corner. Don't let yourself come down to the pace of the opponent. It's a mistake so many, even the most experienced, make.
Yeah, true, Ryan. What he's on about there, he wants David to keep that speed going, because that's the factor that will win in this contest, the speed and the power.
So we're coming towards round number 8. Then we have David Haye in front, but in round 7, maybe just the odd worrying sign that Valuev got through more often than in any of the previous rounds, although you can't say that at any stage David Haye was troubled. But 5 rounds still to go then in this championship fight for the WBA version of the world heavyweight title. Haye once again is on the back foot. Only sporadic assaults, only rarely moving forward when he sees the opportunity, when he makes Valuev miss, and in the old standard of the noble art, makes him pay. Goes to the body, does he? Haye, but That one was slightly south of the border and didn't land with any real power anyway. He moves away towards his left. He's walking on, if he's not careful, onto a right hand from Nikolai Valuev, but he's standing and he's alert and he's waiting for Valuev to throw so he can make him miss and take advantage of the openings, which he does there as Valuev comes forward with a right hand in the blue corner, Valuev's own corner, far side of the ring, and he makes the big Russian miss and comes back with a right hand of his own. And now Haye again is prowling around in centre ring, but he's a long way out of range at the moment, so he needs to step in and to lengthen the arms as well, and that's what he's been doing with quite a lot of success in the contest so far. As we head towards the halfway stage of round number 8, an exchange of jabs. The one from Valuev landed on the chin of Haye. A follow-up jab from Valuev was missed by Haye. He stepped inside but missed with his own counter-punch left uppercut, which winged past the huge head of this man who's 7 foot tall, but so far hasn't been able to press home his advantages in weight and height. He jabs to the body. It's been another very quiet round from David Haye, and he might get another talking to in the corner from Adam Booth. Just over a minute to go in this round, and he hasn't really thrown anything of significance, but he does make Valuev miss again. It's the neutral corner, far side of the ring. Haye goes to the body underneath the left elbow of Valuev. Good strong shot, and you can see the ripples of fat running up and down on the midriff of Valuev as Haye lands that shot and now takes a jab himself as Valuev gets through for a rare occasion. Left hook from Haye lands. The follow-up right hand didn't. He was virtually off balance there because he's overreaching, and that's one of the dangers for David Haye, that he gets caught when he is overreaching. Tries an uppercut, just grazes past the glove rather than the chin of Valuev. Round 8, just over 30 seconds to go. Haye now waiting for his man to make a mistake. Over on the far side of the ring he is now. Flicks out the jab to the body once again, and Valuev every now and again takes stock as if to say, how can I connect cleanly with this man? Still, that stance from the centre of the ring, deliberately making his way to the left and the right, forcing, hunting after David Haye, but having precious little success. Good jab from Haye, push through, and a right hand follow up in the closing seconds. Good work from Haye. Valuev responds, but he's made to miss as Haye goes to the body again. He swings the right hand. He's starting to get confident. Pops out the right hand again as David Haye bounces onto his stool, and Valuev just walks slowly back to his corner at the end of the 8th round. Steve Bunce.
The first 2 minutes there, I was getting a little bit concerned, Mike, because Valuev, what he'd done, he'd finally done it in the 8th round. He closed the gap. He was running forward, and he suddenly started to jab for David's chest, which he hadn't done. But then there's still something confident about David, Mike. That last combination, he was looking to bring back a shot after he caught him at the end, and that jab he threw, and I saw Valuev's eyes closed. That's not the way you want to react.
Again, though, Steve, it might have been a little too late there. The last 20 seconds, 25 seconds was great for David Haye, but
it was too late.
Yeah, for 3/4 of that round, then Valuev for me was winning the contest. He was coming forward. But Steve, you know yourself, a 12-round fight, you have breather rounds, and I think he just took his foot off the gas a little bit there, David Haye, and now he should get back on it.
It's 4 rounds. He's got to really step it up, in my opinion.